Hi guys, this is Ratish Ranjan Misra, your physics teacher, with the topic graphical representation of motion. In this chapter, you have already got a good knowledge of motion and rest. When an object will be in motion and when will be at rest, you have got a sufficient idea about all those terms. Now it is turn to get an idea of graphical representation of motion. First of all, you should know that there are two types of graphs you have to study: distance time graph and velocity time graph. Distance time graph is also known as position time graph, whereas velocity time graph is also called as a speed time graph. You should also know that from distance time graph one gets the nature of motion, whether it will be uniform or non-uniform, and by velocity time graph one can get the acceleration. Both these graphs are important in the sense when you have to know the term motion. One by one I will describe the different natures of graphs. Here you are seeing a distance time graph. It is a curved line. The graph is actually a curved line. So if there is a curved line and this is for a graph, distance time graph, it will denote a non-uniform motion. But at the same time, if the graph is a straight line and it is a distance time graph, it will refer to a uniform motion. At the same time, if the distance time graph is a straight line parallel to the time graph, it will denote that the body is at rest. Similarly, if the velocity time graph is a straight line, it will refer to uniform acceleration, and if a velocity time graph is a if a velocity time graph is a curved line, it will refer to a non-uniform acceleration. At the same time, if a velocity time graph is a straight line, but this straight line is parallel to the time axis, it will denote the constant velocity of the body or zero acceleration of the body. For both the quantities, the graph will be the same: a straight line parallel to the time axis, and it should be a velocity time graph. This velocity time graph can be utilized to get the distance covered by a body as well. If one is able to get the area enclosed by a velocity time graph anyhow, he will be able to know the distance covered by the body. Here you are saying there is a triangle. Actually, this is the triangular shape geometrical figure which has been enclosed by a velocity time graph. So if you have to know the distance covered by the body, you will have to simply find out the area of this triangle OAB. The simple formula to get the area of a triangle is 1/2 into base into height. And similarly, if we move again, velocity time graph gives you the retardation. Retardation means negative acceleration. If the final velocity is more than the initial velocity, if the initial velocity is more than the final velocity, it will give you retardation, negative acceleration. So if a velocity time graph is a straight line, but this straight line is not starting from origin, and if its nature is downward, this will be called uniform retardation. At the same time, if the velocity time graph is a curved line and it is also